I don't really care what anyone thinks of me. I don't care if I get a negative comment. I don't care if people like my hair or don't like my hair or think I'm stupid or think whatever. I'm living my life. Hey guys, it's Isabel. So today's video I wanted to talk about a topic that I feel very, very strongly about. That is confidence and loving your flaws and loving yourself. Honestly, I know this isn't one of the biggest issues affecting our world, but it does affect us on a personal level. I think that we have a very warped sense of what confidence is. Nowadays, we base our confidence off of likes and thumbs up and little hearts on Instagram and numbers. No matter what people try to tell you, no matter what celebrities try to tell you, social media and posting pictures of yourself are not a means of confidence. And I just want to apologize beforehand if this video is everywhere. I want it, I didn't want this video to be scripted. I wanted just to talk to you guys, like I would talk to a friend. You guys have become such a huge part of my life, and I've gotten to know a lot of you just through YouTube and interacting with you guys in comments, through Instagram, on Snapchat. So I wanted to help you guys out because I used to be in a place where I wasn't the most confident, and I used to think that it was important if I got a bunch of likes on Instagram. It was important if, people complimented me. And now it's just kind of like I see negativity towards me and positivity towards me almost the same. I mean, I understand that people aren't going to like me. I understand that people aren't going to agree with me. I understand that people are going to think I'm ugly or stupid or dumb. That acceptance that you're not going to please everyone, you're not everyone's cup of tea, is the most liberating thing in the world. I've never been a particularly super self-conscious person. I've always known that I've had flaws, physical and inner flaws and character flaws, but I never really let them affect me as much as I know it affects a lot of people. Whenever I was in high school, I kind of was in my own world, I guess you could say. I really wasn't worried about dating anyone or doing things a certain way or fitting in. I kind of just did my own thing, and I had great friends and people who were a lot like me, and I think that that's important, is to surround yourself in an environment where you're not being judged on the way you look or people are telling you how to dress or how to act or how to feel. I think that's just the key to living happily and being confident. But I was one of those girls. I started off in the MySpace days where in middle school, obviously we started taking selfies, and that was, I think I was the beginning of that generation, the selfie generation. And it all started in MySpace in 7th grade in like 2006, 2007. And I remember taking selfies, posting them on MySpace, getting comments, things like that. And I guess that was when I became super self-aware of how I looked. I always noticed my nose wasn't like other girls' noses. And I went to a school that was predominantly white, blonde girls, and here I was, this, Latin girl with dark hair, and my boobs were like small, and the only thing I had was a butt, but I was just a skinny little thing, I was so skinny, and I had no boobs, and all the girls were showing their boobs. I'm very grateful that I grew up. I wish I didn't grow up in that time, but I'm thankful that I did grow up in that time and that I did see that so young, because at that time MySpace wasn't really about celebrities. Really, MySpace was more for your friends and the people you went to school with, and that's it, girls that you went to school with and your friends, and that was basically what MySpace was about. Instagram, say hello to Instagram, Twitter, even Snapchat. You're no longer just kind of seeing what your friends are doing and kind of seeing how your friends are taking pictures or how your friends are acting. It's kind of more like you're seeing celebrities, people with millions and millions and billions of dollars, people who get paid to look a certain way, who get paid to take a picture in a swimsuit. Instagram models. We live in an age where it's no longer just you trying to outdo your friend. It's more like you trying to outdo people who are paid to look a certain way or to create this image of a lifestyle. And that's where we're all kind of screwed up. If you're not on social media, you probably don't have this thing going on, but it's still on TV. It's still on the internet. If you are on the internet all the time, you still see it. But when you're on Instagram or even Twitter or Snapchat, you're just seeing constantly being bombarded with images of fake beauty. And I'm not saying, you know, I follow a lot of makeup Instagrams personally because I think makeup is an art. It's always been a form of self-expression for me, and I know a lot of girls, a lot of makeup artists out there, especially big ones on Instagram, they see it the same way. A lot of them might, a lot of them might not. A lot of them might just use makeup and whatever to promote themselves. But what we're seeing a lot of nowadays is just self-promotion. And a lot of us, we're not out to be self-promoters. We're just here to live our lives and to travel and to enjoy and to be happy, and we're not trying to be the next Kylie Jenner or, you know, whoever. What I'm trying to go at with this is that if you're a young girl, you know, even say 15, 16 years old, and you're on social media and you feel low confidence because of what you're seeing on Instagram and social media, on YouTube even, I want you to know that life, you create yourself, and you can create your entire life. If you're constantly focusing on these images of these models, because to be honest, a lot of them aren't even signed with agencies, they just post pictures of themselves, they Photoshop themselves to death, and they get thousands upon thousands of dollars in surgeries, Brazilian butt lifts, they get their nose jobs, they get breast implants, they get liposuction. You would not believe, I mean, people 10, 15 years ago would be completely flabbergasted if they saw what a surgeon can do to a woman's body, to anyone's body. A surgeon can do so many things, can completely change a woman from, you know, a plain Jane into this like curvaceous body. If you've had plastic surgery, I'm not telling you, you know, you're bad or anything. I mean, that's your choice. But what I'm trying to say is that if you are thinking about changing your appearance, getting your nose fixed, doing things like that, getting lip injections, which is all over Instagram. I mean, every single makeup guru on Instagram, save a few, have lip injections. And it's like, girl, you look like every other girl here. There's nothing about you physically that makes you different. And that's what I think is like, we're turning into a generation of clones. We are turning into a generation of robots walking around, looking at our phones, you know, comparing each other to this, going to this plastic surgeon and tweaking this and changing that. And my God, it's like, where is your humanity? Where is the real you? This comes from a girl who has thought about getting a nose job, and I've thought about it so many times. I grew up wanting a nose job because I wanted a little bitty nose like everyone else. I wasn't born that way. And now that I'm older, I'm 22, I feel like I love my flaws because they make me look different than other girls. Why would I want to have a face that looks identical to somebody else? People make money off of your insecurities. They're selling these fit tees that don't do crap to try to make money off of your insecurity. You want to look like that girl? I drink this fit tea. This is how I get my slim waist. Actually, that's a huge lie. Those fit tees don't work. They don't work, so don't buy them. Those special scrubs that take away your cellulite don't work. Don't buy them. First, they make you feel bad about yourself, and then they take your money from you. What is the good in that? My one thing in confidence is stop comparing yourself to other people. Be it the girl next door, or some girl on Instagram, or some girl on YouTube. Stop trying to be like them. Stop calling them goals. Stop trying to look like them. Just stop. Just stop. And I know it's important to have role models. I know it's important to have people you look up to, but think about who you're looking up to. Are those people solely on earth to make money and promote themselves? Are those people actually contributing something to society? And think about that. Are you contributing something to society? If you're not, you should do something like that. You know, don't be an empty vessel. Don't be just pretty on the outside and nothing on the inside. Be authentic. Be real, embrace your flaws. They're what make you unique and make you different. You know, you can call me judgmental, you can say what you want. I'm just stating my opinion, and I'm just telling you the way I think and the way my attitude is, so that I can focus on myself and not focus on what anyone else is doing or how anyone else is living. The main thing about loving your flaws is realizing how they set you apart. Because imagine if we all went to a plastic surgeon and we all got surgery, we'd all look alike. Who would stand out? It would be the girl with the strange features. It would be the girl with the big nose or the girl with the thick eyebrows. Everyone is just trying to look like each other. And that's just, to me, it's really, really sad. I have an attitude now, and it was hard for me. I wasn't always super confident. Like I said, I was kind of always in my own world. And of course, we always worry about what people think about us, especially people we want to impress or we want to make a good impression on, or we want people to like us, so we're going to try to be a certain way and not be our authentic selves. I mean, obviously, if you're a shitty person, you should probably try to be nice. You know, I said it on Snapchat the other day, and I was telling, you know, sometimes I get a little personal on Snapchat, but not too much. You know, I said there's enough rude and hateful and just cold people in the world. Why don't you be nice? You know, be friendly, be optimistic, get people inspired, motivate people. Don't be a hater. Don't be a jealous person who only wants other people to fail so you feel better about yourself. And that's one thing. Confidence doesn't come from tearing down other people. Confidence is something that you like who you are and you are going to be nice to other people and spread that to other people. It's people who don't like who they are, who are constantly being negative or hateful towards others. And you can spot a person who doesn't have confidence or who just doesn't like themselves by the way they treat other people. And also realize, like, you can't make everyone like you. And if someone is rude to you, or if a guy hates you or doesn't like you back or doesn't text you back, that's not because of you. That's because of them. Either they're looking for something else, or you don't fit their type. Okay, don't take it personally. It has nothing to do with you, unless you did something extremely psycho. But if you didn't, it has nothing to do with you. So don't take it personally. People talk behind your back, it's because they didn't have the guts to come and tell you to your face. So is that a problem with you? No, it's a problem within themselves. In order to be anything in life, in order to live a great life, you just have to stop caring about what others think. And I know it's easier said than done, but you just gotta program your brain. I don't care like what you've been through in the past. I don't care what anyone has ever told you or treated you or said about you. You need to reprogram your brain and say, so-and-so doesn't like me, it's not the end of the world. So-and-so thinks that I'm ugly, it's not the end of the world. As long as you're a good person to others and you treat others with respect and you respect yourself over all things, and respecting yourself does not mean tearing other people down, doesn't mean you're being arrogant, doesn't mean you have to be a narcissist. It means just loving yourself and loving what you've been through and what you've accomplished, and focus on bettering yourself, because you are a member of society. You make up this big realm of society. So if you're a bad person, don't expect the rest of society to be nice to you. Don't expect society to be nice if you, as an individual that makes up society, is not nice. And listen to people, talk with people, engage with people. If they need to talk with them. Don't say I'm too busy. Be there for other people. Help out the community as much as you can. Donate to worthy causes. Stand for a cause. Be somebody powerful. And power doesn't come from leading nations or having a ton of money. Power comes from the effect that you have on other people and circumstances, be it the lady next door or your friend, your family, or your boyfriend, or whoever. Have a positive effect on someone's life and strive to be a positive effect on people's lives. Don't be so absorbed with this here or all of that down there. Be absorbed with this. And that's another thing, is that you need to, I don't care what field you're in, I don't care what you do for a living, I don't care what you're studying, I don't care. But you need to build up your brain, and you need to read as much nonfiction books as you can, and learn about the world, and go out and travel. Travel as much as you can, because I'm telling you, when you get out of your little world, your little bubble where you see the same people all the time and you live the same life and you live sheltered or whatever, when you get out of that, you start to see things in a different way. When I started traveling a lot, that's when my mind really changed, because it's like I didn't really care about people back home anymore. I was out seeing the world. I didn't care what people thought of me. I was learning other cultures. I was speaking other languages and eating new food and seeing things that I had never seen in my life before. And that's just the most enriching and liberating thing that I think that we can give ourselves, is the freedom and the ability to travel. And if you've never traveled outside of the country or outside of your state or wherever, save up money and try to travel. Even if it's to the state, the state next door, even if it's to another city. Just go out and see new things, new people. Stop being caught up in this world that is on our phone, or this world that is our city, or this world that is our neighborhood or our friend group. Go out and see new people, learn and talk and grow. And I think when you see things like that, you don't worry about little things like who's liking your pictures, or who's texting you back, or who's likes you, or things like that. You just kind of live for yourself. Live life as an experience and not so much as a bunch of steps that we have to do. If you realize that you're not the money in your bank account, you're not the guys you attract, you're not a bunch of superficial things. You are your experiences. You are the books you read. You are the things you have gone through. You are the things you have survived. You're not a profile on Instagram. You're not a picture. You're way more than that. When you finally grasp the complexity of the human spirit and the human mind, you start to realize these things that people try to tell me I'm not good enough or I am good enough are trivial. They don't matter in the grand scheme of things. None of your problems are going to exist forever, so might as well just love life and not be afraid. Life is not perfect. It's not supposed to be perfect. No matter who the person is. I don't have a perfect life. Girls on Instagram don't have a perfect life. Rich guys on Instagram don't have a perfect life. Celebrities don't have a perfect life. Billionaires don't have a perfect life. No one has a perfect life. But you can control a huge part of your life as long as you believe in yourself and you stop comparing yourself to other people and you stop thinking that your worth is determined by grades or by what kind of school you attend or how many likes you get on a selfie, how much money you have in your bank account. That is not worth. Real worth is determined by this up here, your ability to reason, your ability to work through issues, your ability to create, to build, to inspire, and your ability to love and be loving towards other people and caring and compassionate. That is where confidence truly lies. If people don't know you personally, even if you do know you personally, they don't know you as well as you know you. So why are you letting these people dictate your worth? You don't have to have a huge butt to be anything special in life. That doesn't make you any better than the girl next to you. Physical things don't make you any better than anyone else. I don't care what you do for a living. I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter. I know this video has been all over the place. But I just want you guys to know that I speak this through experience. Confidence is not putting up naked selfies. Let's just make that clear. That does not show confidence. If you're having to post pictures for everyone to see because you're proud of your body and you don't care what other people think, so you're just gonna do that because it just doesn't make sense. If you don't care what other people think, why are you posting a picture to millions trying to prove something? And call me old-fashioned, call me whatever, but I just think that there's such a power when a woman or a man is just classy and elegant and can showcase themselves and present themselves in a beautiful way without having to show it all. There's such a power in being humble, not having to prove to other people that you're hot or you're this or that. And we live in the age of the glorified stripper, the glorified porn star. I see it that way. Women like Amber Rose and Kim Kardashian. It's like the age of, these women, and I'm sorry, if you're fans of them, but it's like these women don't contribute anything to society other than making controversy and their body. Instead of glorifying these women, why don't we glorify the Emma Watsons of the world? And Emma Watson, like, she's very famous in her own right, and you don't see her trying to post naked selfies. Especially us as women, we're constantly being viewed as sexual objects. Like, we don't have brains, we don't have hearts, we don't have souls. It's something that us as women, we have to unite against this notion that we're only good enough for how our body looks or how we look. And I want all of y'all, especially if you're a teenager or even in your 20s like me, I want you to just think about the importance of being you and the things that you can contribute to society. And don't be like everyone else. Don't be a copy of everyone else. Do things differently. Don't feel like you have to look a certain way to be valued. I am far from perfect. I don't have the perfect face, you know. I have a bump on my nose. I have, you know, my lips aren't huge and pouty. My body isn't like perfect. To me, my body is more than just like a physical thing. I want my body to be healthy, so I work out and I eat right. But it's not to impress anyone else. I take my health very seriously, and I think that when I went vegan, which by the way guys, I've started posting videos on my vegan channel, so you guys go check it out. I abandoned it for a few months like an idiot, but I'm back. So guys, go subscribe and hopefully it'll be helpful to some of you. Ever since I went vegan, I just started to appreciate my body more and really to work on it and love it and nurture it and feed it the right things, because it's my body and I want it to be healthy more than I want it to be pretty or sexy or whatever. If you don't like the way you're living, change it. If you don't like the life or the job you have, hustle and get out of it. I think that we don't give ourselves enough power. We're externalizing our power to other people because we're letting them judge us and tell us what we are, when we can, as humans, create ourselves and give worth to ourselves before anyone else. There's always going to be someone prettier, someone smarter, someone richer, but there's never going to be another you. With all your flaws and all the things you know and all the things that you can accomplish, there's never going to be someone like you. So you need to treat yourself like a rare treasure. And I'm not saying acting like you're better than everyone else or saying, oh, you're not good enough, blah, blah. Because that's not, that in the scheme of things, that doesn't help anyone. That just brings people down and makes people feel bad about themselves. Why would you want to make someone else feel bad about yourself? Only people who don't love themselves make other people feel bad about themselves. If you truly love yourself, be a positive force. And realize that you are unique. Even if you don't have all the accomplishments in the world, you are unique and you can contribute something positive to the world if you really, really are determined to do it and you really want to make something out of your life. Screw what society tries to tell you is beautiful or what is right or what is successful or what is good. Live your life. I don't really care what anyone thinks of me. I don't care if I get a negative comment. I don't care if people like my hair or don't like my hair or think I'm stupid or think whatever. I'm living my life. I'm doing what I love. I love making videos for you guys. I love traveling. I love learning. I love growing as a person and experiencing things so that when I'm 75, hopefully I can make it to 75. Hopefully when I'm 75, I can look back on my life and say, I lived it for me. And I lived it to be happy. And I lived it to make positive influence on the world. It doesn't matter what other people see. It's how you see it and how you perceive it and what you create. So thank you guys for sitting through this super long video. I'm going to try to edit it down to the most important parts because I know it probably got really long. But I really, really love you guys so much. You guys' positive comments, they really mean a lot to me because, you know, I like to see that people are actually watching my videos and actually getting something out of it. And if at least one person gets something out of this video, that's enough for me because this is such an issue. I don't want you to be living someone else's life. I don't want you to think that you have to be like someone else to be happy or to be successful or to be something. Just be yourself. I promise you. Be a good person and be yourself. I think that's the most important thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up so I know you like it. Please be sure to subscribe to see more videos from me. I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys.